This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Good evening, all. I'm Shasheena Rolle. As always, it is so great to have you with us. Topping news, it has been just over a week since Living Water Assembly Church of God was destroyed by a fire. What started out as a brush fire turned into a wildfire, taking down everything in its path. But tonight, the church's pastor says that blaze has ignited a fire within the congregation to press on and continue the work of the ministry. Megan Shepard has the story.
As a result of that devastating fire, Living Water Assembly lost its sanctuary, offices, fellowship hall, and recently constructed recording studio. But despite this setback, Pastor Eddie Victor says that the congregation is in no way discouraged. This past Sunday, service was held in the parking lot under a tent, and this will continue until the building is fully reconstructed.
The immediate plans are moving forward for us is to work quickly to occupy the sanctuary section of our building. We will work diligently to rebuild the walls, get the roof on the sanctuary, and install the doors and windows of the building. Once this is done, we will move our services from the parking lot into the sanctuary, where we will worship and work on the building until it's completed. The sanctuary will be transformed into a multi-purpose facility with state-of-the-art audio and visual equipment. Our fellowship hall section will be transformed into a much larger structure that can house all our various ministries.
Zion Baptist Church was also recently affected by fire, and Pastor Victor says that Pastor Peter Prinder has reached out to them with a sizable donation. Pastor Victor adds that they are already underway in the cleanup process, and the congregation has been coming together.
The cleanup process has already begun, and plans are being submitted to the Port Authority in the next couple of days. The Port Authority is working with us. They're going to walk our plans through so that we can commence work immediately. So we're not sleeping. We are in the process now of rebuilding.
On April 26, a praise service will be held to raise funds, and the public is invited to attend.
But we need the help of the people from throughout the Bahamas in this rebuilding process. We need financial donations, donations of materials, and volunteer laborers. A building fund has been established at the Royal Bank of Canada, Freeport. The account information is, the name is Living Water Assembly, Bank, Royal Bank of Canada, Freeport, and the account number is 1682392.
Megan Shepard, ZNS Network News.
In other news, police are searching for the assailants who robbed a business establishment of cash and personal items last night. Reports are that shortly before 9 p.m., police received information that a business establishment situated on East Sunrise Highway was reportedly robbed by 3 men. One of the suspects was described as wearing a mask, 5 feet 8 inches in height, brown complexion, slim build, low haircut, and reportedly brandishing a handgun. Another suspect is said to be about 5 feet 6 inches tall, slim built, dark complexion, and wearing a gray hooded jacket. Police are asking anyone with information on this robbery to contact 350-3106 through 12, 911-919, or call your nearest police station. Meantime, law enforcement officers in Bimini arresting a total of 170 illegal immigrants. Police tell us that around 11 last night, they received information that a 50-foot blue and white Haitian sloop with an engine and sail was moored at the ferry dock at Bailey Town, Bimini, with Haitian immigrants on board. A team of police, immigration, and defense force officers responded and took them into custody. A total of 113 adult males, 25 adult females, and 32 children. They were all turned over to immigration authorities and are expected to be transported to the New Providence Detention Center. Investigations are continuing. Switching gears now, the partnership between an industrial leader on Grand Bahama and a local training institution is advancing. Officials say this advancement is coming with a much-needed addition to the program. Joan Davis Rolle explains.
It is a partnership designed to advance a growing sector here on Grand Bahama. The Grand Bahama Shipyard and the Bahamas Technical and Vocational Institution can now boast of a new addition to their carpentry program. Training manager at the Grand Bahama Shipyard, Don Forbes, says this new piece of equipment will help to catapult their training efforts.
Training is something that is ongoing. We continue to evolve, and so you find that we have a machining course that we actually teach here. But what it was is we did not have the equipment to do the practical side of it. And a machinist is one of the trades that is really lacking in the Bahamas. It's something that is vital to the shipyard. So a year ago, we decided to invest in buying a machine for BTVI, which is a grizzly lead with a milling attachment machine to it. And that is where our apprentices is actually going to get the practical side. So not only would they be getting the theory now in machinists, but they actually with the practical.
Associate Vice President of the Bahamas Technical Vocational Institution, Veronica Colley, says this new machine will definitely advance the program here on Grand Bahama.
This is something that we had been asking for quite some time, and it will sort of reinforce what the students have been doing in the classroom. So theory now with practical, they get to see the real thing so that when they go on the job there at shipyard, they're able to put into practice what they have been learning. But we are excited, in fact, very excited that we got this from Grand Bahama Shipyard, yet another donation from Grand Bahama Shipyard, and we are thankful.
Apprentices say with this new piece of equipment, they're definitely looking forward to their training being on the cutting edge.
This is a lathe drill press machine. Most is not a lot in the Bahamas, so I'm going to take full advantage to try to learn all its uses so I can use it effectively.
The thing that separates first world countries from third world countries is machines, materials, factories, and stuff like such as that. So this adds a sort of industrial edge to the program, because not only do we learn the theory and the theory, but we have like first-hand experience with the lathe and its operations.
Joan Davis Rolle, ZNS Network News.
Homegoing services planned for First Baptist Church at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning for former Director of Education Sandra Edgecombe. The veteran educator turned education official made an invaluable contribution to the education system here on Grand Bahama. The majority of time was spent in the 8 Mile Rock community, and in true Blue Jay form on Tuesday night, the 8 Mile Rock community came out in large numbers to pay homage to Mother Blue Jay, a woman they loved and respected. It was an overwhelming sense of pride and support from the 8 Mile Rock High School and community, as scores of former students proudly wore Mother Blue Jay on their backs at a special memorial service in her honor. A black bow and huge portrait was placed in the gymnasium where Edgecombe made regular visits. Sandra Edgecombe joined the 8 Mile Rock High School family in 1978, and according to current principal Ivan Butler, since then, the Blue Jays have been soaring to higher heights.
Mrs. Sandra Edgecombe removed the veil of doubt. She removed the veil of mediocrity. She removed the veil of insecurity. She exposed the Blue Jay students to confidence. She instilled in them pride and a determination to succeed.
Tributes poured in from students and those in the community who had been impacted by a woman who they say made everyone feel special with her warm smile and her words of encouragement. Those who worked with Sandra Edgecombe regarded her as a compassionate leader, a humanitarian, and an educator who loved her teachers, students, and the parents.
She would tell the Blue Jays how great they were, how they could compete with any other high school student, public or private, which was true.
Ms. Edgecombe led by examples. She led by example. She was the first to arrive here in the morning, giving competition to the custodian staff and teachers. But one thing, she was the last to leave.
In the wake of her death, Principal of Tabernacle Baptist Academy, Norris Bain, is calling on past and present Blue Jays to do just one thing.
Every Blue Jay ought to agitate for the new school that is coming to 8 Mile Rock to be named in honor of Mrs. Sandra Edgecombe.
Stay with us. The Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition continues right after this.